So I'm out having dinner with my girl, and I want y'all to just notice something. Women all eating there. More specific with my prayer, when I prayed for a man, I was sent him, and I believe he's a cat. Girls are all going out with their girlfriends. There's not like one date in that.
When women say I'm living my best life, they always go and do some. What's the best you could do is be a slut.
Give me a kiss. It was just like a little peck. It wasn't like the other white men. Me down. Like you want to go get ice cream and walk on the beach. No!
Welcome back to More to Life. Before I get into this video, like, comment, subscribe. Also, smash that notification bell just to be sure you get all my videos as soon as I release them. Let's get right into this.
I think I should have been more specific with my prayer when I prayed for a man that was, obsessed with me, that liked to cuddle, because I think that I was sent him, and I believe he's a cat. Name Odin.
She was sent her man. No, you weren't sent a man. You got an animal. You bought an animal. And I guess you're trying to be funny, but it's no laughing matter. You need to take this serious. Leave the cat there on the plush couch that you have. If it's a plush couch, maybe the cat tore it up. The cat owes you some money. But yeah, take this serious. This is your life. This isn't a game. That's why these women are doomed. It's bad.
I'm 27 years old in a corporate job, and I do not know how to spell. Okay? Because I'm from the generation where I'm in 5th grade, and I had a laptop with spell check on it. That's ridiculous. So now I'm 27 years old, listening to podcasts on how to sound out words and how to spell, because I don't know how. Mind you, I'm educated. I have a bachelor's, and I cannot spell. Ask me how to spell any word. I can't do it. I cannot do it. And if I can't spell, I know my little sisters who are a generation behind me, they can't spell either. We're toast.
Man, that's wild. That's wild. But you know it's bad because you see it all the time. You'll be on YouTube and you see them ask simple questions. It can be any city, but I see it happen a lot in New York. And the bug boggles my mind because I'm like, wow, it's New York. But still, it happens all the time. And I see every generation behind my generation. I say it depends on who you are, right? Yeah, but you're watching YouTube and you see people nowadays ask simple questions. They can be in any major city. They get it wrong. What's the state capital of this place? They get it wrong. How do you spell this? They get it wrong. And you're going, this is simple. Or it's simple math. It's just multiplication. And they don't know. 5 times 4, 4 times 8, 9 times 6. Simple answers. 54, 32. They can't answer it. The future is doomed.
So someone posted, my husband is making us fly home for our honeymoon after one day because he found out I sent my ex a simple goodbye text on the morning of our wedding. Bro, what the It was a goodbye text, for goodness sake. Not an I will always love you text. Not a drop everything and meet me at the altar text. I needed to say goodbye to have closure on the unmarried part of my life. Please tell me my sensitive / nostalgia girlies understand. Oh no, anyone that understands this is mentally ill. Why would you send a goodbye text as if you just saw him? Do you know what I mean? It's like, hell no, you're making up excuses. Hell no. You definitely just saw that dude or like that, because there's no possible way you're saying, oh, goodbye, and then you're saying, oh yeah, it's just for closure. No, you just saw him. Stop playing.
1 foot in, 1 foot out with everything, especially marriages. This is why guys have decided to not talk anymore. Imagine that. Imagine being in the West and you don't know who your next headache is. Imagine, like, think about that. You feel like you can't date anyone because they won't be able to, they won't be a real person. A lot of guys are going through that. When nightlife is dead, they're complaining about that. And the clubs are empty, they're worried about that. Men don't care. Men are not going to the clubs. Men are not participating in everyday life. And now everyone is feeling it because who's complaining? And damn sure ain't the men. That's for sure.
So I'm out having dinner with my girl, and I want y'all to just notice something. There's women, all eating there. Women, all eating there. Women. And let's not forget right there too, because they're everywhere. Oh my god. I don't normally go out, but when I do, I go out with my girls, and I am seeing something, a trend. Girls are all going out with their girlfriends. There's not like one date.
Where did all the good men go?
Man, that's bad. That's not a good look. You see nothing but girls. What is your show? What are y'all all doing out? Y'all are all out ordering your favorite dishes, right? Like when women say, "Oh, I spend $50 on myself for my favorite dish." I believe it. Every time they say that, I believe it. And I know why. They're demanding men to pay for this and pay for that because they do waste that money on themselves. It's true. But men are doing that. Like, what did you think? Saving? Seriously. Like, be wise for a second. Think about that. Now, look around you and go, okay, men are not out. What are they doing? They're not doing this. Why? You want a man to do this. Men are refusing. Refusing. Why would we? To get mediocre pum pum and to get mediocre attitude? We'll pass.
Y'all, where are the men?
In the house.
I love us women, but like I'm tired of going to events.
Stay with the girls.
1,000,001 girls, and there's like 2 men in the corner. Like,
Deal with it.
man, y'all don't want to leave your house.
No.
In the house.
That's true. Men don't want to leave the house. Why leave the house and do this?
I'm gonna be honest. Why when women say I'm living my best life, they always go and do some. Why's the best you could do is be a slut?
That's true. That's very true. Every time they say I'm living my best life, that's what they're doing. Does it puzzle men? No. Not anymore. Men know this. Many men know this. Every man watching this video right now knows this. And that's bad. When every guy that's around you or that you know or that you may come across understands the plot, that's bad, ladies. Very, very bad.
I think it's so funny that all the men that say they like a natural woman, they like their women to be natural, don't like too much makeup, blonde hair, blah, blah. Then why are you staring at me?
You wear too much eye makeup.
Why are you staring at me if you like natural? If we're at a restaurant and you have a natural woman on your side, why are you staring at me? You like natural. You know what I think it is? This is what I think it is. I think they don't want their women to look hot because of the way they look at other women, and they think if they're a woman, it's
Delusional.
and dresses like that, whatever. I'm not saying just like a slut, but I'm like if your woman puts on a little bit more makeup or whatever. Yeah, I think the way they look at other women, they think men look at their women like that. And like, listen, we live in a world where you're judged on based on how you look. I don't care. I didn't make the rule. I just play the game. Okay. So if you're going to come out here and say you like a natural woman, but you're staring at women that are not natural. I mean, like, I don't have any work done. My hair is natural. I just have a lot of makeup on, but like, you know what I mean? Like, if you don't let your woman dress hot, look hot, put on some makeup, but you're staring at women that are wearing makeup, that are like this, something doesn't add up. You know what that sounds like to me? Let's get into this for a second. You know what that sounds like to me? To me, that sounds like you're insecure, and it sounds like you are a POS. Insecure and POS. So.
That's your only go-to. That's all of you. That's your only go-to. It's not that. Man, let me give you an example. My wife, she has on makeup right now, but is she caked up? Is she faked up? No, she's not. Why? She takes it off and looks exactly the same. How about you? How about you? Peel your makeup off. I want to see you go from a 7 to a 4. That's what happened. Now, why do you think there's such thing as a makeup challenge now? Men want to see what a woman looks like without her makeup to make sure he's getting what he signed up for. That's why.
Yo, it's like I don't want to talk to nobody new, and I don't want to talk to nobody old. It's like I don't want to talk to nobody, but I want a relationship. Like what? Like that don't make no type of sense. Like it's like I really want something, but I don't want to put in no type of like work to get what I want. And it's like I don't know if I'm gonna meet my person. Just he gonna knock on my door in my bedroom while my door is locked. But like I don't want to put in no like I'm so tired of putting in work towards useless relations, useless things with people. Like whether it's relationships or relations, like friendships. Like I'm tired of doing that. Like I don't want nothing new, and I feel like that's just so like I feel like I'm so close-minded because I feel like I'm still sticking with the same 2 friends that I've had for all this time. But in reality, like that's just all I can really take because of the fact that people are weird. I don't want to sit there and try again with nobody new. Like, you know what I mean? Especially when it comes to relationships. Like, I be wanting a relationship so bad, y'all. As much as I sit there and cry, like, oh, I want my ex. No, I really want a real nice, healthy relationship. But it's just the fact that I don't want to talk to nobody. And I feel like it sounds so hypocritical. Like, girl, do you really want it? But, like, I really do. Like, I want to be laid up. I want to, go out to, like, dinners and all that stuff. I want to have fun. But I don't want to talk to nobody new because of the fact that, like, they have to get to know me. And, like, I have to know if, like, you're a manipulator or not. And I don't feel like doing that test again because I might just fail. Like, I fail every single time. Like, I'm just not ready for that another test. So I just don't know what I'm going to do.
That's not my problem.
Yo.
Look at you. Panicking. You don't have a clue. I'll tell you one thing, right? Most women don't have a clue. You're still trying to figure it out. But I'll tell you one thing. Men have a clue. Why do men have a clue? Because we're very methodical. We do everything for a reason. Every word we speak is for a reason. Every step we take is for a reason. You move this way is to accomplish this. You don't know what you're going to do tomorrow. Only way you know what you're going to do tomorrow is if you have a job. So what happens? What the woman end up doing? Getting up every day and saying, okay, let me focus everything on this. And there's nothing outside of that. So what happens? You're stuck on that. You're stuck on that job. You do anything at that job, and you do anything to please your male boss. But what about pleasing your male boyfriend or the man you have? You will not submit to him, but you'll do anything to make the one that gives you that cash proud. And then want a man to give you cash. I think not.
Women have no clue of what men want because y'all run around with lashes,
I only
fake
ask
hair,
how you like
all
to be
this.
treated.
And you can ask 100 men and 98 of them will say, I want a natural woman. But for some reason, y'all in competition with each other. Y'all think that natural beauty is ugly. Y'all done got away from being feminine. Y'all not even confident. I FaceTime a woman in the morning. She got her shit to the ceiling because she don't want to let me see her with her natural face. You that embarrassed of yourself.
Damn.
That's what it is. You're not happy with yourself. It ain't got nothing to do with us. Who are y'all selling yourselves to, the women or the men? Because we the ones that got to marry your ass. So how about doing what I like? The things that we want are free. They are free. But for some reason, when you ask a woman, what do you bring to the table? The first thing come out their mouth is something we don't care about, which is your job. Your job. The first thing a woman say, I pay my own bills, I got my own car, I got my own crib.
But
congratulations, you're an adult.
Word.
He said he wrapped it up all in one speech. I don't need to say anything. This is what men are thinking. Now hear what men are saying. And listen, another man just said it again. We don't care about makeup. But you're doing your makeup, competing with other women who can care less. Like, why are you looking here for another woman? And a lot of times they're getting their BBLs for another woman who probably thinks it's disgusting. Like, pointless. That's why dealing with a lot of you are pointless.
I'm single. I'm open. I'm not actively looking. I'm not like, I need a husband. I need a man. I need a relationship.
You need a husband?
Ooh.
You don't think you need someone to be your covering? You can't fake yourself. I'm actually thankful he's kept you hidden.
Wow. Oh, Lord. Don't make me cry.
It's okay. Things that are hidden are protected and valued. You're not in a safe if you're not worth anything. That's the enemy lying to you. And I see you, your smile, but also see deeper. I see the hurt. I see the loneliness. That's why I came. He loves you so much that I fought to come here. I didn't come here for that book.
Oh, God.
Listen to me.
My man broke her down. She needed that. But you know what she'll say? He's a delicate man. He's a gentleman. He's a man like this. He's a man like that. But why do you need someone who's an alpha man naturally, who's a man's man naturally, to break you down without him having to have a smooth tone? Because you notice that's how he got her to open up. Very calm, delicate. He got her to open up just like a lotus flower. Boom, just started blooming. Broke down. She gave that man her all in a past minute. She'll give her boss her all. The man that she's in a relationship with, nothing but drama. It's sad.
Funny thing is, body count does matter for guys as well. I just think you have to look at the roles. For a guy, in order for a guy to get laid, he has to sell himself. And this is why sometimes guys think that having a high body count not only doesn't matter, but is kind of a flex, because they're thinking, oh, if I've convinced this many people to buy what I'm selling, that is an achievement. In reality, it's only an achievement if the people that you're selling to are impressive, if they're paying a high price for it. So like a guy who's had 50 one-night stands should be less impressive than a guy who's had 3 really beautiful and high-quality girlfriends. Now, on the other end, girls are buyers. They're not sellers. So a girl's body count really matters insofar as who is she buying from. It's not impressive for a girl to just open the door and let everyone in, but it is kind of impressive if she turns down 99.9% of the salesmen, and then she only buys from the best salesman. She only buys the best products. In that regard, it's not necessarily a problem if a girl has a few bodies if they're really high quality. But in general, I think the whole body count thing, we could go into the science, and there's science there that points to the fact that it kind of with people's biology, with your psychology, but I don't even think you have to go that far. I just think on an intuitive and a guttural level, you know, as a girl or a guy, you know that if you get that intimate with that many people and you don't filter them out and you don't have any sort of boundary, it doesn't feel good. It feels like it takes something away from you. And I don't want people to shame themselves to sleep. I don't want you to feel bad if you've made mistakes in the past. Everyone is going to have a few stupid bodies on their list. That's fine, okay? But just moving forward, understand it does matter.
It does matter. Like when people say soul ties, soul bonds, things like that, when you give yourself to someone, you give your soul, that's real. And yes, even when you're a guy, if you're giving your soul to woman after woman, you start to become tainted. You start to become shallow. And for women, it's even worse. Now, could you imagine how many ladies are walking around with souls that are bothered, that are weighing heavy on them? You can tell in the way they talk. Maybe they curse too much, foul language, say knocker, knocker, knocker all the time. Right? Every time I hear somebody saying it, I make fun of it, but I know what the issue is. Sometimes it's an issue of them being in the wrong community, or it's an issue with themselves. And a lot, so many. I remember growing up, so many ladies I grew up around would think that was okay. Every woman I knew, almost every woman, thought it was okay to have a ton of bodies. Guys, same thing as well. But yes, as a people, we're all taught the wrong things. You hear it in music we listen to. You see it in society. You see it in movies. It's surrounding us.
So here I am again on another first date. Let's get into it. Excuse my hair, y'all. I just took my satin bonnet off and I haven't flat ironed my leave out. But I went on another first date, as you can see. This one, it was with another white man, and one, he was late. I ain't like that, because usually I'm always the late one, so I don't like when somebody later than me. So yeah. So then I really couldn't read him, because at first I thought maybe he wasn't interested for real. I thought maybe he wasn't interested for real. I don't know. I just really couldn't read him. Later on, he started to open up a little bit, but he was still hard to read, so I don't know. He gave me a kiss. It was just like a little peck. It wasn't like the other white men that slobbed me down, you know. But, and plus, I wouldn't want him to slide me down anyway. He asked to go on another date, but this where he lost me. So first of all, the first date, as you can see, was not at like a real restaurant. But you know, I never dated white men before, so I was like, maybe this is the norm. I'm gonna let it slide, you know, because this date was all less than $50. So I know people gonna be like, well, the money don't matter. Girl, I'm used to nice stuff, okay? I treat myself with luxury. I want a man to treat me with luxury, and it's just period. Then he asked to go out again yesterday. He was like, first he asked me, could I come over his house and we watch the sunset and watch a movie? No, sir. No, not at all. I don't know you. He said this fair. He was like, you want to go get ice cream and walk on the beach? No!
I wasn't shocked at the audacity.
I let that cheap stuff pass the first time, but it can't go. I'm nipping this in the bud right now, because it don't work for me. That's not how I live my life. Like, no. And it's not what I'm used to, and it's not what I'm going to get used to. Like, people can say what they want to say, but everybody know what they're used to, what they're accustomed to, and what they deserve, and how they treat themselves, and people that they date, how they usually treat themselves. Treat them. So, yeah, that ain't gonna fly with me, sir. Like, I can't date no cheap man. Like, they just don't work for me. Sorry. Yeah, so I don't know how this gonna work, cause ice cream, they don't work for me. I'm on that diet anyway. Like, no, sorry.
You heard what she just said. What did she say? The same thing I said all of them say. She said, I treat myself to certain things, so I expect a man to give it all. And look at her. She's demanding the world, and she said to herself, I'm on a diet anyway. You should have been on a diet. You shouldn't go outside looking like that. I see you getting your hair done. Your hair looks nice, by the way. But what about yourself? What about your body? You're overweight. Eating whatever you want. I believe you. I said it before. I believe her. She's treating herself well. But what about the man? What is he getting in return?
Absolutely not.
Tell me. A man doesn't want to blow money like that. I think, it's funny. I saw a dating event, right? And in the dating event, they had people playing paddleball. And it was one of those singles events. It actually was one that works. They had an even amount of guys there. I was just surprised. All the guys were tall. That was weird. That was wild. All the guys were tall at this event. But what I liked about the event, they were playing paddleball, volleyball, things like that. They had women being active. And all the women were fit, feminine, and friendly. And I got to say where they were from. I have to. I hate to tell the truth, but I got to tell the truth, right? Of course, I don't hate to tell the truth. You know what I'm saying? But still, it was white woman. I love my people. It was a black woman, overweight black woman who expects the world and gives nothing in return. But no, guys are not trying to give that. That's why the guy asks you, hey, can I take you on a beach date, walk in a park? Because you should be okay with that. I see some normal girls, dog. I do. I can't lie. I see y'all out there, even in the West, that say, I want to go on a coffee date first because I want to get time to know a man. I say more of you step to the front. Seriously. If you're a woman that doesn't mind a coffee date, go on TikTok, because I know you probably got a TikTok, and say, hey, I want a guy to take me out to a coffee so I can get to know him. Start saying that. Post it somewhere. Your Instagram. If you're single, We got to make that a new trend. If you are single, go on your Instagram and say, I would love to be taken on a coffee date, or I would love to be taken on a walk in the park. Especially if you're single and you're lonely. Say it. That's what we got to start doing. Let's start that trend. Say it then. I think I'm going to do that. I'm going to TikTok. We got a new trend. It's called Say It Then. For all women who are single and want somebody, and you don't mind a coffee date because you want to know a guy for who he really is, just like he wants to know you. Say it then. Tell me it ain't gonna hit. I'm telling y'all, say it then. That's a new thing. Say it then. But yeah, y'all, thank y'all for watching. Be sure to like, comment, subscribe. And more women need to say it then. Or guys are not dealing with it. Because more men already know and they already realize it's definitely more to life.
Oh, absolutely.
I am leaving, and I am never coming back.